call me Hunch. These are all theories I'm going to be talking about today, not financial advice. But this is interesting. I got to go quick because I'm making dinner for my family. I've got insane alpha all the time. I bring it to you for free. I want you to know when I call things out, it's because I'm passionate. I love what I do. I love bringing you guys free stuff. I've never made a single. Actually, I got my my YouTube revenues coming in. I've made a total of $1.20 estimated this month. So if anybody wants to get some gumballs, I tweeted that this morning. I'm down. I'll be buying you guys some gumballs. Okay, so let's just preface what's going on here with all this stuff with MERL chain, but also stable coins. Okay, so MERL chain I don't really care about anymore, but it is important for discussion still. There's so much to learn from this situation that went on. So let's talk about it. Stable coins. So before I do anything, I just want to say Clarity, which is the coding language on Stacks, is just a superior form, right? And you can see this in Xverse, right, with what's going out of your wallet, what's going in, so you don't get drained, so on and so forth. Really incredible. It's just better, right? Decidable language because Bitcoin is too precious of an asset, right? So if you go through this, it's basically just saying all the benefits over what the Solidity and the EVM chains are using, so on and so forth. Okay, now you'll see this little ETH Bitcoin pump right here. I think we continue to go down. That's always important to preface with my arguments here, right? There's the same thing. Okay, so Arkadiko, stable coins. I've been pushing this narrative, this idea since it was at 2 cents. I've been talking about this for almost 3 years probably, right? And everything is just coming to fruition, right? It's going perfectly. I think we go into over $1 billion. I could be wrong, right? That's a speculation, but I've got reasoning behind it, and I'm going to explain it to you. So I made this video 2 months ago, and I said, are Alex and Sov worth hundreds of billions? Is the euro dollar coming to the U.S.? I subsequently made tons of videos about how Diko is involved, might be involved in this, right? So on and so forth, and everything is playing out just like I said months ago. Okay, so here's a clip from that, and we'll listen to it for 2 seconds. Before we do, though, I want to say the euro dollar, if you're not familiar, is pretty dense, but it's basically a system outside the U.S. where they have a natural yield curve, and in the U.S. we have a centrally planned yield curve with the Fed. Those things I theorize are in direct conflict, right? And that's why I think that's one of the reasons, not the only reason, you see all these foreign countries so I don't want to say not at ease with the U.S., but their priorities we're always pulling at each other. It's the U.S. Our priorities pulling against their priorities, right? We can never work together. You're seeing conflicts everywhere, so on and so forth. That's my theory. I feel like that's because this yield curve needs to come together and make it a free market, right? Instead of what we have, we don't have a free market in the U.S. We have the yield curve controlled by the Fed, right? And when they change rates, it affects the natural yield curve over in the euro dollar system. But that's the preface for what's going on, the precursor. Okay, so just listen. Our system is going to be recreated on Bitcoin and DeFi applications on Bitcoin. So this one is more interesting to listen. It's important. It says, I'll read it to you real quick. Interested in something far more bullish for Bitcoin than ETF companies, nation states buying Bitcoin, offshore banking institutions buying and holding Bitcoin as a reserve. This is how the euro dollar system developed in a Fed demand for dollars and fed a demand for dollars globally. European banks, particularly in London, seized an opportunity by accepting dollar deposits and lending dollars, creating a market for dollars outside the U.S. The market was free from U.S. banking regulations, leading to more competitive interest rates and greater flexibility. Okay, so my theory is this is how we solve Bitcoin. Bitcoin DeFi is how we solve this. This market, I think, could be almost hundreds of billions of dollars, right? I don't know if it's going to happen this cycle, but I think consensus around AI and gaming, right? They've done 300, 400, 500x. Some have done 10,000x. I get that, but generally, Bitcoin DeFi is up 70 to 100x in terms of ordinals from the ordinal space, right, with TRAC, and then from the Bitcoin DeFi space, we're up, I don't know, 1,300 to 2,000%, right, or 20x, 30x, whatever it is. So it's just really important to remember that euro dollar system, right? And this is why I'm going to bring in the MERL chain here, right? Because I said this today, right? I'm on your side and Bitcoin side. Read the comments. Everyone knows the MERL chain settles on ETH. Push any narrative you want, but it's not a good solution, right? What are we trying to accomplish here, right? We're trying to get Bitcoin as a settlement layer, Bitcoin, more use cases. We're trying to build around Bitcoin, right? And if you have a system settling on ETH, it's just not going to fly in my book, okay? It's just not going to happen. So I digress. So let me tell you about a story about today. So Lisa, which is a product of Alex Bitcoin, said, they tweeted today, and it says, the goddess will soon descend on paradise to bless you with unique and supported liquid stacking experience. So you know about stacking DAO from Diko. Well, they're teamed up with Diko. And then Lisa is from Alex, right? This is good competition. I think it's great. I tweeted this today. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. I bet you Alex teams up with Diko or competes with USDA stable and puts their liquid stacks in the vault and pumps both to the stratosphere. Is this what you people came for? The answer is stacks. Okay, so let's keep going. So I went and looked at the Lisa website, okay, and I just highlighted this down here. I've been having this conversation with somebody for a while. So Lisa is liquid stacks, Alex and Fastpool, okay? Look at this conversation from days ago. Stacks is telling you a story. I tweeted this days ago. Stacks is telling you a story. Hardware wallets with pools. Listen, you need to leave your chain. Your future depends on it, right? Okay, so a pool is where you stake stacks. You get Bitcoin. But this, I don't think that's endgame, right? He said, ultimate thesis for consumer DeFi adoption through self-custody. This is the CEO of Rider, which is a hardware wallet. If you don't know what Rider is, okay, here, I'll go show you a picture of it. It's incredible. Okay, go to the website. Okay. Okay, so this is the Rider one. It's a hardware wallet. It's got good recovery features, so on and so forth. But regardless, okay, so you know it's a hardware wallet. You see it. This is the CEO. He said DeFi adoption through self-custody. Okay. Where is it now? Oh, I'm on it. Okay. Look at Fastpool, Rider by Fastpool with liquid stacking on Lisa from Alex Labs, the CEO. Okay, what I said this morning, where is it? USDA, right, by Diko. There's some type of connection here. They're going to have stables, DeFi with a yield curve on a hardware wallet, and I've been talking about the euro dollar for months. There is something happening here. I am definitely onto something here. Okay, that also affects the Sovryn. They have a stable coin. Okay, so there is some crazy things happening here. I'm sorry, this is chaos. I gotta put a steak on the oven right now, but I just had to make this video for you. Absolutely insane alpha. You need to be paying attention. I think when the Bitcoin has the next leg up, right? We're going to see Sovereign Moon, and I talked about that. I tweeted about this. You need to go follow me on Twitter at CallMeHunch, right? Arkadiko, I think this is going to absolutely moon to the stratosphere. The chart looks insane, right? Alex, I think this one is going to moon too if they come out with a stable coin. I don't know if they are, right? The leader says Bitcoin L1 and L2 are in dire need of permissionless stablecoin. One that earns USD yield, right? And I've had conversations with people like, oh, they already have Tether. No, Tether is going to have a centralized yield curve to it, right? It's a central issuer. We need the natural yield curve from the euro dollar to come onto Bitcoin. I'm telling you, I've been thinking about this. I know what I'm talking about. I'm begging you to pay attention. This is so important, right? And I'm just going to go to my Twitter to show you the last thing I said, right? I say this is so important. I have to be right about this. I cannot emphasize this enough. This has to be the answer. We are going to print. I feel it in my jubies. We are where we need to be. Focus, Stacks, Diko, Alex, Sob. The euro dollar is coming and it will print the most millionaires. I'm not just saying that because I want to make money. I haven't made any money from this. Go watch my videos. I've given you all of this info for free. I barely get any donations. I think I made like $1 in donations, right? That's where the YouTube money is. I don't get ad revenue yet, so on and so forth. I don't have a paid Discord, right? I feel it. AI and gaming is too consensus. This has got to be it. The yield curve is coming, okay? The yield curve is coming. Anyway, you could call me Hunch. I appreciate you. I love you. You can call me Hunch because I've got a hunch. The yield curve is coming and we're going to make it, baby.